Good. Kenny Roberts, of course. Kenny. Great picture. Kenny, you had some fun out on track as well, didn't you, earlier on?
I had a lot of fun. I damn near ass-packed myself going up under the bridge. And Eddie was there to watch it all. It was about a second away from really hurting myself really bad. I forgot all about carpet brakes, and I locked the brake up. Back end came up, front end's locked. I was like, what happened? Oh, dude, I'm telling you. I was like, the computer fucked up. The computer wasn't on.
No computers in your days, was there, Kenny? You just got down the road.
Shit, I had points. You know, I didn't have a computer. No. Yeah, I got to hand it to these guys. I mean, to think of riding around there on the limit as these guys do and the lean angle that they're at and worrying about the goddamn computer. I'm glad I was in that era.
You know, man, we can't multitask, can we? We can only think of one thing at one time.
I can't get my phone to work half the time.
Just about some predictions then for the race tomorrow, Kenny. What have you seen this weekend, especially of the Yamaha boys here this weekend? What have you seen?
Well, I think I can lead like the first 3 or 4 laps. And I'm going to pull in.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Can we start this campaign now? I think you can lead the first 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah, first 3 or 4 laps I'm going to lead it because everybody's going to be so shocked. And I'm going to be so out of control. And then I'll do like I used to train with Eddie and Wayne. I'd do 3 hot laps, pull in, wait for a while, do 3 hot laps.
And the video, which people are going to see later on, it was brilliant, wasn't it? And yeah, did we really look
I
like
haven't
that
seen it yet. It's on,
you haven't seen it? Oh, right.
It's on YouTube, but I don't know what YouTube is. So.
You saw what all of you look like, though. Was it really like that back in the day with all this? I mean, this is just... Did you have some shorts like that? That's what I want to know. I tell you what, Ben was sporting some of the tastiest shorts in the world as well. It put me off for dinner. Exactly, the tasty shirt as well. I tell you what, the gentlemen at the end here said they were all coming in fancy dress, but of course they didn't tell Colin and Cal they were going to be the only ones, did they?
Hey, I'll tell you the worst thing. I had these shorts on, and all 3 of these guys go, I remember when I had those shorts. The scary thing is, I remember when I had these shorts too. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm an old guy in the club, you know?
I can never imagine you becoming old, Colin, I must say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 3 times world champion, the man that brought American into Grand Prix racing, Kenny Roberts.
Thank you. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, I think you had an awful lot to do with it, Kenny.
Just to quickly ask,
yeah, sorry, Cal.
obviously Kenny went round the track, so I don't know if you passed the breathalyzer to ride today.
Breathalyzer was okay, so I had to pee in that damn bottle.
Breathalyzer, that's like a computer, isn't it, Kenny? We don't worry about these.
Yeah, no problem. It's just trying to pee in that bottle. It's a problem.
Well, Kenny not only brought 3 world championships back to America, he brought a young man to Great Britain to start with. I remember meeting Wayne Rainey in the snow in England. I think it was a bit of a shock for Wayne when he came, but he brought Wayne along. Wayne in turn brought America 3 world championship titles and 3 wins here at Laguna Seca. Wayne Rainey, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne, you helped bring MotoGP back here. When we came back here in 2005, you were so influential in getting it back. To see how it is now and all these fans here now supporting it every single time we have the race, how good does it make you feel that you know, we're racing in the States and we've got another race and we might have another one in as well in a couple of years' time?
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. When we went, I actually went over to Barcelona with Jill Campbell, and she asked me if I could go over there and speak with Dorna about trying to get MotoGP back here to Laguna Seca. And, you know, I live right across the street, so it was kind of hard not to say no. And Eddie and I, we ask Laguna Seca from time to time if we could use the track to go play on our karts. So they kind of used that for leverage against me. So we went over there and we got the deal done, brought it back, and it's amazing just to see how big it's gotten here in the States and what it's done in the States.
And when Kenny, Eddie, and you were winning, hello, 1, 2, 3. It was a very, very difficult. You never got a lot of publicity here, did you? Very difficult for you lads to get any sort of publicity back here in the States. Thank you very much.
I'll take over. Well,
Yeah, go, Cal. Can you say that for me, please? No, it's
Sounds
just
like one of our broadcasts on Sunday.
I told you they were getting old.
Sounds like bingo back at home, it does. Anyway, yeah, it was difficult, wasn't it, for you guys? Because you're in Europe and you never really got any publicity back here, did you? And it must have been a bit disheartening to come home and nobody... I remember going to stay with Eddie once and they were saying, what does Eddie actually do? I said, oh, he races motorbikes, he's a world champion. They went, oh yeah, rightio, have another beer. They didn't really seem too fussed about it. I think it's changed a little bit now, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you, Nick, Eddie and I, we didn't mind that so much. In Europe, we were pretty well known. You know, I had a house in Spain, and we would look out the window, and you would see hundreds of people lined up outside your home, waiting for you to come outside to take a picture or something like that. But coming back home to America, my neighbor didn't know what I did.
Yeah, I had a neighbor like that, but that was a different reason.
But it was really good because we could come back home. We were never asked in restaurants or walking down the street, or I should say not never asked, but a lot less recognized at home. So it was much more easy to stay focused and get rested up when you came back home because of not having all that that commitment that you had to do, or the same the level that we had over there in Europe. So I think it was fine, just the way it was.
Of course, we're here celebrating this weekend. We did in Aston as well, but 50 years of Yamaha in Grand Prix racing from 1961 to 2011. What does it mean to you to form part of this great legacy of riders and heroes that we have up on stage?
Well, I'll tell you, to be a part of Yamaha's 50-year racing tradition, I think I raced for them for 6 years. I'm just a small cog in the whole deal. So to just be up here with all these guys, I think, from Kenny and seeing what the future is going to have with these young guys down there on the other end, Yamaha will be fine for another 50 years.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. So it's 50 years of racing for Yamaha, ladies and gentlemen. What an anniversary, what a celebration, and really, we can't, I think, celebrate with any better people than Wayne Rennie, Kenny Roberts, Eddie Lawson, Ben Spies, Colin Edwards, and Cal Crutchlow. Ladies and gentlemen, Yamaha, 50 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Nick Harris and Gavin Emmett, Dorna's own Nick Harris, Gavin Emmett. Okay, before you guys go, I'd like to bring up a gentleman from GE Capital, Mr. Paul Puma, whom, without the funding, this event here this evening would not happen. Paul Puma from GE Capital, just going to say a couple words here. Paul Puma.